Giannis Antetokounmpo, the star of the Milwaukee Bucks, said that disrespectful conduct was the reason for his altercation with Tyrese Haliburton's father at the conclusion of Game 5 of their first-round playoff series against the Indiana Pacers. They defeated the Bucks 119-118 and won the 4-1 playoff series on Tuesday thanks to a game-winning basket from Haliburton with 1.3 seconds left in overtime. They will now face the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Antetokounmpo said that amid the festivities after the game, John Haliburton approached him. The older Haliburton is seen on camera holding up a towel as he approaches the two-time NBA MVP. As emotions increased, the two later confronted each other in person before being split up by players and other security guards. After losing the game, Antetokounmpo informed reporters, "Emotions run high. I assumed it was a fan at first, but then I discovered it was Tyrese's dad, who I like and believe is a fierce competitor. He showed me his son's towel with his face on it and said, 'This is what we do. What we effing do is this. This is what the fuck do.' That strikes me as really insulting." After the game ended, Antetokounmpo and Indiana's Benedict Mathurin embraced, and Antetokounmpo put his hand on Mathurin's neck, which the guard pushed away, creating a commotion. This was Antetokounmpo's second altercation at the end of Game 5 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The forward had to be pulled away from Mathurin. Citing his 2021 NBA championship win, Antetokounmpo then discussed his thoughts on how athletes need to act after a win. The 30-year-old said, "I think it's important to be humble when you win. There are many people who say things like, 'No, you talk sh*t after you win the game, and it's okay for you to treat someone disrespectfully. I don't agree. They haven't won a title, but I have.'" Haliburton, whose layup to win the game on Tuesday gave it a dramatic conclusion, expressed his disapproval of his father's actions at the conclusion of the game. "Let's keep the game on the floor, because basketball is basketball," the 25-year-old told reporters. "I think he just got excited, saw his son make a game winner, and came on the court. However, after our talk, I believe he should simply let me play hoops and remain there, and I'll visit him to celebrate." However, the game's emotions were heightened there. "I spoke with him. I will speak to Giannis. My father wasn't right there, in my opinion." A few hours later, John Haliburton apologized on social media. After tonight's game, he said on X, "I sincerely apologize to Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Pacers organization for my actions. This did not reflect well on our sport or my son, and I will not repeat that error." What was an exciting game on Tuesday was overshadowed by the altercation between Antetokounmpo and Haliburton's father. After 48 minutes, there was nothing separating the two teams, and the game was fought with the intensity of a do-or-die match since the Bucks needed to win to save their season. When Antetokounmpo tried to replace Damian Lillard, who was sidelined due to a ruptured Achilles tendon, he was on fire, ending with 30 points, 20 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Milwaukee seemed to be forcing a Game 6 of the best-of-7 series when Bucks forward Gary Trent Jr. made 4 three-pointers in overtime. However, the Pacers were able to finish the game on an 8-0 run, which was completed off by Haliburton's late layup, to secure a historic win and a trip to the next round of the playoffs. Trent Jr. committed 2 costly mistakes in the closing seconds of overtime. Due to the circumstances and the stakes involved, Indiana head coach Rick Carlisle said after the game, "This one will go down as one of the all-time great Pacers wins." Naturally, Ty wrote a significant portion of this conclusion. Thus, congrats to him. The city of Indianapolis after Game 5 of their first-round playoff series, Milwaukee Bucks player Giannis Antetokounmpo got into a furious argument with Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Haliburton's father after what Antetokounmpo described as a disrespectful on-court altercation. On Tuesday night, the Pacers were celebrating their series-winning 119-118 victory after Haliburton made the game-winning basket with 1.3 seconds remaining in overtime. Antetokounmpo said that John, Haliburton's father, approached the Bucks star while cursing and brandishing a towel. "I believe in being humble in victory," Antetokounmpo said after the game that put an end to Milwaukee's competitive season. "There are a lot of individuals who say, 'No, you talk s' when you win the game, and it's okay for you to treat someone disrespectfully. I don't agree. Editor's selections Giannis' thoughts after the 5-hour defeat were in the past, not the future. Collier, Jamal the Pacers defeat the Bucks in overtime to advance 4 hours. East playoffs. Pistons push. Celtics advance. Bucks collapse Game 6. 4 hours in the last 29 seconds of overtime. Indiana forced 2 turnovers, and Haliburton blew by Antetokounmpo for a basket to finish an 8-0 run and steal one from the Bucks, despite Antetokounmpo's 30-point, 20-rebound, and 13-assist triple-double, according to NBA sources. John Haliburton rushed onto the floor and began chatting with Antetokounmpo as he remained after the unexpected loss. Before being dragged away by Bucks players and team security, the two were in person. Antetokounmpo said, "Emotions run high after losing the game. Having a fan, I first assumed it was a fan, but later I recognized it as Tyrese's father. Tyrese is a fantastic competitor, which is why I adore him. This is what we do," his father said as he came to the floor and showed me his kid, a towel with his face on it. "This is what we do. That strikes me as really insulting."